Hi everyone, welcome to the world of English with Sakshi Khanna once again in the continual session of verbal ability. And in that, as we are talking much about the vocabulary building, okay, in that series we are talking about the root words as well, how they are helping us. So in today's session also we will be working over the same. So vocabulary is one of the pillars, as you all know, of language learning, and especially significant for the advanced learner. You are not the beginner now. What you are, you people are now advanced learner. So once you are familiar with the basic structure of your target language, then you will be perfect in your language. Memory research tells us that building links between data helps us remember things, and the way to make sense of that is to put the vocab into use. It's a technical language I am telling you, but it's all about the context, which I am telling you all the time. Whenever you are getting any unheard, a new, a tough word, just go to the context. A classic memory technique would be to connect every word. Listen me again. A classic memory technique would be to connect every word with a strong image. Immersion is the key here, and make sure you produce language in context. Even though you are not getting the meaning, you are not getting the clue, but with the help of the context, you can go to the right option. Okay? So that's why you produce language in context and write full sentence using your new word. Now today, if we are talking about the vocabulary building, okay, how to develop that vocabulary, which I want in you people to improve. For that, you need to do 2-3 things which I am telling you. What are those things? Number one, what you need to do, you provide language in context. Okay, context is very important while going to the meaning. So write a full sentence using your new word. Whenever you are getting any new word, start using, because every word has the meaning, same meaning. So you need to use that word in your daily language. Update your Facebook in the target language. You people are very active in the Facebook nowadays, social media. Start commenting. Start commenting on the memes and the post, okay? But in proper sentence. It will help you. Fine. So use it 5 times in a conversation. Any new word, use it 5 times so that it will stick to your mind. It will not wither away. Okay? Whatever it takes, first make sure you have satisfied both repetition and context. If you really want that you will get the right option just without memorizing these all in lakhs, antonyms, synonyms, one word or many more, then you need to work over the context and the repetition of the new word. That is mandatory for you people. Okay? Okay, I just want to share about the famous linguistic expert that Beck and McNaugh. In 1991, they said about vocabulary that knowing a word is not an all or nothing proposition. It is not the case that one either knows or doesn't know a word. Rather, knowledge of a word should be viewed in terms of the extent or degree of knowledge that people can possess. It means that you have the knowledge, you have the meaning, you got the context also, but you don't know which is the right place to utilize the word. Okay, happy, joyous, okay, both have the same meaning, same sense, but where to utilize happy, where to utilize joyous, okay, where to utilize gratification, where to utilize thanks, where to utilize apology, where to say sorry. If you have no idea about that, even though you know it means apology, sorry, that we are feeling bad about the act which we have done, you are a big failure. You can't put an impact in the mind of the listener. Okay, so vocabulary is the glue. Here he says vocabulary is the glue that holds stories, ideas and content together, making comprehension accessible for the children. Comprehension means comprehension, it's not a passage, means the understanding, accessible, approachable for the children. Yes, this is vocabulary. A lot about the vocabulary building, okay, developing the skills, how to create the vocabulary, how to make the vocabulary strong. So let us talk about the vocabulary techniques first of all. Before that, I just want to tell you, vocabulary is the knowledge of words and word meanings, wide or extensive. Wide or extensive, independent, means you can't go to the extent level limit of the meaning or the sense which we are getting from a word. Independent reading to expand word knowledge. Instructions in specific words to enhance comprehension of text containing those words. What are the instructions? Instructions, always I tell you, the context. Context is really very important. And here I just want to give you top tip about the vocabulary building. Repetition is key to building vocabulary very much strong. Yes, repetition. Decide on a limited number of really crucial words or phrases for each topic and set up learning activities that will involve EAL learners. You all are EAL learners. I am also EAL teacher because English another language. English is not our first language. Okay, that is why we are ESL, English second language, EAL, English another language. Repeatedly using these words and phrases in speech and writing will be very much helpful for you. So let us talk about the types of vocabulary. You need to pen down the things which I am telling you here. Okay, so don't forget, you need to pen down. Types of vocabulary here. Number 1, we have oral vocabulary. Includes those words that we recognize and use in listening and speaking maximum. Print vocabulary includes those words that we recognize and use in reading, writing. Receptive vocabulary includes words that we recognize when we hear or see them. Okay? When we hear or see them. This is that sound. This is froth of the coffee. Okay, so these are known as receptive vocabulary. Print vocabulary, totally known as formal language. Oral vocabulary, you are in formal language, including all the slangs which we are using, but we are not allowed to use the slang language at all. Please be mindful. Coming to the next, that is productive vocabulary, includes words that we use when we speak or write. When we create something, that is known as productive, means something is coming out from the word to word. Passive vocabulary includes words that we know but do not use in our speaking and writing. Yes, very high frequency words which hardly we use, and your antonyms, synonyms, your one word substitution will be consisted of passive vocabulary which we never use, hardly we use. Active vocabulary includes words that we know and frequently use them in speaking and writing, means our normal language. Okay, so being able to effectively communicate both verbally and in writing is very important skill to develop. As we are talking about the context, a lot about the meaning, the idea. Okay, so directive context, what is that? Gives clue, hence synonyms to determine and approximate word meaning in the context. Non-directive mentions the word without giving any clue to determine word meaning. Misdirective means not all the time you can get the right clue. Gives clue that lead readers to false word meaning in constructions. So be very much mindful whether negative or positive. Additionally, a strong vocabulary is the single best predictor of academic success in the school, college level and in the future as well. In the stepwise format, I am just explaining you which are the basics technique when we are talking about the context will give us the clue. Okay, so number 1 thing what you need to do, that is using your visual image. Okay, whatever in the word you need to find out. If you are getting any of the root, for example, LUC, it means light. Okay, it's all clear. So you can find out your answer very fast. Now next is using gestures and actions. Other techniques we have word in the context, guessing, predicting, showing lexical relations. If you are getting any lexical relations or guessing, predicting, means this option can go. Number 2, what we need to do, using memorizing games and activities as you are learning. Because I told you that you need to work over your skill of improving vocabulary. How to make that? Means repetition, your Facebook comments, okay, long sentences, using new words in your daily speaking. So these are the things which you need to do. So learning with friends, using review games, whatever you have seen, any movie you have seen, please pen down the review. While writing the review, you will find out the words which we need to write a review for a product, for a service, for anything. Okay, it goes like that. Third step here, vocabulary record system. Making sure students make the new words their own. personalizing the new words. If you have got the roots, okay, you got the roots, you know the meaning, fine. So making sure that you are creating new words, you are not creating new words literally, but now you are using new words, okay, you are using new words in your speaking or writing. Word learning is definitely a complicated process that deserves attention in the classroom. Okay, but you no need to worry at all. You have the technique of the root system. Fine, the students need to be given a variety of opportunities to connect words. You got the roots, now you start connecting the words. Means by the prefix, by the suffix, or the base word, you can connect, analyze the structure, understand multiple meaning, and discover words in variety of contexts. Your thought level should not be limitized. It should be vast, very vast horizon of your thinking process in the concern of context. Okay, so the goal for teachers should be to build independent learning strategies that will reciprocate into reading comprehension. Being a teacher, why I am sharing with you people, because I want you people to understand in the right way while dealing with the comprehension passage, rearrangement of the sentences, para-jumbles, antonyms, synonyms, verbal ability based questions, or in your future higher level of study. Whatever, you will comprehend properly if you have very good knowledge of vocabulary. A question raises here that how you people will activate your thinking process. Very simple to understand. Look at the example. Can you identify some other word for the words exemplify? How to create your vocabulary vast. This is the way. Means if you are saying, I'm very happy today, I'm very sad today, I'm so tired, okay, it's so wonderful to go for the picnic today. So these are some common expression. Now think about that how you will say if you are feeling so happy today. Okay, means if you are so sad it's nothing like that. It is not much affected. Okay, in the same way you need to think. Okay, so for example, exemplify, for instance, okay, in such a way you can say like that. So in this way you need to start thinking so that your vocabulary building process will be get activated as soon as possible. I raised a question that how you can say exemplify in another way. Exemplify is a simple word. Okay, so we need to give some other words to the same word. Like, now look at the examples. Elucidate, epitomize, demonstrate, illustrate, depict. All have same meaning, which shows exemplify. So in this way you need to think and you will develop the vocabulary. One is the root culture I explained you. Second, I am telling you, start thinking differently. Okay, if you want to say that you are not feeling good, okay, then how you will speak this way, this expression in different way, that you need to work over. Okay, and you will create your own vocabulary. As you all are learners, so I need to share with you the strategies. So being a teacher and you are learner, what is my foremost duty? That is, first, understand the meaning and form of word, culture of word. I have explained you already the formation, how the word has been formed. Use the newly acquired words in varied context. I gave you the example of Facebook comments, long statements. While speaking on the daily basis, start using new words. Communicate efficiently. Start communicating with the people, those who are not speaking the same language. No issue. If the person is only speaks in English, then no harm. There is no harm for you people. Okay? Promote deep processing of words. Processing. Go to the deep of the word. Comprehend different kinds of text. Means whatever the text you are getting, whether you are getting in parajumble, comprehension, antonym, synonym, you need to comprehend the text only. Develop productive skills. Spell correctly. Very important, when you will spell it correctly, you will find out the roots, prefix, suffix very fast. Pronounce appropriately. Very important again, when you will pronounce. Now, for example, preposition. Preposition. Okay? Preposition. before position of the pronoun and noun is known as preposition in the grammar. Okay, in this way you need to pronounce and you will get the meaning sometime as well. Now differentiate the meanings when from changes. Okay, you can get 95%. I told you the root will follow the same context, but 5% exception cases. So you need to differentiate the meanings when from changes. Means you need to focus over the before and after text of your target word. If you feel this is exception, this root is different but word is giving something different, that you need to think. Common steps in the concern of context clues are here. Increase your vocabulary by learning to use context clues so that you can teach yourself new words every time you read. Context. Whatever you get, even give a challenge. Throw the challenge to the people, to your friends with whom you people are sitting. Okay, and tell them, give me one line. I will give you the word meaning. Difficult to difficult. You can find out the meaning without any dictionary help of any resources. Okay, so all the time you need to do such type of things. Increase your vocabulary by learning to use word paths so that you can figure out word meaning by looking at their prefixes, suffixes and roots. Very important. Read widely. Read a variety of things so that you will be exposed to thousands of new words each month. Keep a vocabulary journal to record the interesting words you find or make word cards so that you can use these vocabulary in the growing stage. You people are beginner if we consider, or in the growing stage, okay, if we consider. This step will helpful for you. How it will be helpful means if you are reading on the daily basis new words you are reading. Which word you like the most, that you will adapt this word in your daily speaking. Take it out. Okay? Take it out. Okay? Pen down separately. Make a journal or small notebook like that and stick to your cupboards, fridge or whatever, wherever you feel. So daily basis you will be finding that I need to use this word daily basis. Newspaper reading, I gave you example for that. Means in newspaper reading you will be getting different type of resources to read. Okay, and you will get more exposure to the new words. Test yourself. You can use the It Pays to enrich your word power feature in Reader's Digest magazine each month. Each month if you can afford a Reader Digest, wonderful, because of your vocabulary, intensive vocabulary, you will get advanced GRE words. But I am not forcing you. Your newspaper reading, enough for that. Moving ahead with more steps, use the library to find other resources for building your vocabulary. Bookstores have word for today. Always work over this strategy. What is a new word of the day? Okay, which is new word you have learned today and how many times you are using. This will help you a lot. Calendars, crossword puzzles and vocabulary word card boxes. Any of the way which you like. Use your words from time to time in conversation. It's not like that today you have done 10 antonyms, 10 synonyms. At least 2 or 3 words you need to start speaking in your daily conversation with your friends, classmates or wherever you are talking. It has been week ago kind of that we are talking about the clues, synonyms, antonyms. Okay, so these are the clues which will help you to go for the extensive, intensive or advanced word sources. Context clues are often found in the form of synonyms, words that mean the same as the unknown word. Okay, you will get this clue as well in the same sentence. Synonyms may be purposely included by an author to help readers understand a less familiar word. You will get the clue while you're reading the sentence. And if you are not getting and you are getting the words in the format, then A, B, C, D, other options. Okay, then also root culture will help you to go to the exact option. Let's see how the clues help in restatement for the synonyms. A synonym may also appear anywhere in a sentence as a restatement of the meaning of the unknown word, when author will give you the clue some simple word. Okay, with the usage of simple word. Look at that. Are you averse? Opposed to the decision. Averse means against. His naivete or innocence means innocence was the meaning. Okay, giving you the clue. The salesperson try to assuage the angry customer's feeling. The same meaning means angry is the clue for you people to use. Moving ahead with antonyms, context clue. Antonym words, you people know, it's a contrast, okay, opposite. Words and phrases that mean the opposite of the word are also useful as context clue. How? Antonyms are often signaled by words and phrases such as however, but, yet, on the other hand, and in contrast. It shows that something is against, okay? Let's see the example of antonyms. My sister Anne is lively and outgoing. However, I am rather introverted. Means extroverted is the right answer. Religions in America are not static, but changing, especially in this period of shifting values. So simple to understand what is the meaning of static. It's very easy, you know all. Many people have pointed out the harmful effects that a working mother. Harmful effects is giving you the clue that shows that salutary word which is highlighted, that is your target word, it means something good, because harmful is showing the negativity, so something good. Once you got the meaning of salutary, that is good, then you can go to the right options now, I guess. Yes, sometimes you can get the context clue in the form of example as well. Look at the first sentence. Nocturnal creatures such as bats and owls. Bats and owls, the night liver. Okay, the night liver, night flyer. Find the adverse effects of this drug, including dizziness, nausea, headaches. Adverse effects means the commonly which you are getting. Common euphemism include final resting place for grave intoxicated or drunk and comfort station. These examples can also help you people to find out the context clue when you are having the word, target word in some sentence or in the comprehension passage. You can find it easily. Look at some journal exercise with the example. He was born to a family that possessed good wealth, but he died in indigence. Indigence. My friend Julie is a great procrastinator. She habitually postpones doing. Now postpone is giving you the indication that procrastinator means keeping all the things for tomorrow. Okay, not particular, not punctuate, okay, not disciplined, not organized. Any of the way you can think. When you will see the option, you can get the right option very easily. Look at some more example. Since my grandfather retired, he has developed such avocations as gardening and long distance bike riding. Okay, so these two examples, what is giving you the indication? Gardening is a hobby. Long distance bike riding, it can be a hobby. Okay, so avocations means auxiliary habits which you are having normally. The lizard was so lethargic that I was not sure. Lethargic indicates something to the motion, deadly. If it was alive or dead, it didn't even blink. So such type of clues will helpful for you, okay, to go to the right option in the series of your question. The public knows very little about the covert activities of CIA spies. Okay, so it is giving you very little, means covert activities more. Many politicians do not give succinct answers to questions. Succinct means briefly giving gist. Okay, so succinct means briefly giving gist and answer to questions, but long vague ones. Long vague ones is your indication, that means long is here, then opposite you need to think means brief. Okay, long is here, brief. So you got the meaning of succinct. Succinct is totally unheard word, totally difficult, new word for you, even for me as well, but we have found the answer. Parts I have already explained you, but let's recap once again. Learning word parts is very useful in building one's vocabulary, as we are talking about vocabulary building. Okay, it's purely lecture based on vocabulary building. So word parts you need to understand. First of all, the roots and prefixes come from Greek and Latin words. You are already doing. One Latin or Greek word may provide the clue to a dozen or more English words. One root, more words. So what you need to memorize, just one root only, and you can frame your vocabulary such a wonderful extent. Word parts here. One expert said that 10 Latin words. I am repeating, listen to me very carefully. The mechanism of root culture. 10 Latin words and 2 Greek words are the basis for 2500 English words. Can you imagine that you can memorize 2500 English words? We can't. Technically we can't. But with tips and tricks, we can, because we are studying with the root culture. So the prefix pseudo, which means false, is at the beginning of 800 words. For example, pseudo, it's a root. It means false. So every word has the same root will give you meaning, clue related to the false statement, something. So 800 minimum, 1000 maximum, 1500 also you can count in this series. So it works like this, guys. So you need to be very much particular about that. Professionals who are looking for a better and more lucid deliverance of ideas. Now, lucid word I have used. Lucid mean very much clear and transparent. Mean whatever you want to say, you are saying, you are speaking the same. Sometimes what happens when you are good in your language, when you are not good in the selecting words, what you need to speak, okay? Your feelings will be different and your language totally different. It will be a mismatch. So, being a professional speaker or a writer, which you will be, definitely. Students appearing for competitive, especially exams like GRE, CAT, MAT, NDA. It's must for you people to understand the mechanism of root culture. And for beginners, this is a really best time. Those who are beginner, I must say, this is the best time to learn and imbibe new words in your daily routine, so that you will not face any difficulties with language later on. Okay guys, as we have done in today's lecture, steps in learning vocabulary, because we are talking about vocabulary building, in that we have already worked a lot over root culture. Okay, numerous words we have done. With examples also we have done. So what I mean to say, please start memorizing the roots which I am giving you in the PDF form. Also I have given you the roots a lot in number. Okay, so start memorizing the root. One root is equal to 800 words. With the example, I have proved my point. Okay, so be very much mindful now. This is the high time for you people. Start creating your vocabulary, because you are counterparting with lot many difficult, hard, unheard new words in your competitive exams and your day-to-day study culture. Okay, a lot I talked about vocabulary. Again, I'm closing my with the vocabulary. Guys, vocabulary is a vital part. Vital, it's important. Now see my language. I didn't say important. Important is simple. Okay, vital is different word. Means it will show how polished my language is. So vocabulary is a vital part of lingual expression. A good knowledge of words helps in an effective presentation of ideas, maybe oral or written. It creates an impact on the listeners or readers about the communicator. Means if I am using such type of words, I am creating a wonderful impact over the listener. Fine. As being a learned and erudite. Erudite means showing profound knowledge. A lot of knowledge means profound knowledge, very intelligent. I didn't say intelligent, I said erudite. Erudite person, most intellectual personality. Okay, so see how differently I am using my words to express my feelings. So enhancing the word power is sought after by students and professionals alike, as it lends fluidity. We want flawless English. We want to speak flawless English. Yes, indeed true. But where is the effort? Effort is behind the scene, which you need to show now and convey the most appropriate idea that is one's mind. Whatever you want to say, please say the same, but with wonderful expression. Okay? Nice vocabulary. And then you will create wonderful impact on the mind of the listener. Okay, guys? So, see you tomorrow. Some more topics need to be covered. Okay, speaking we will talk about more. Tomorrow we will talk about something about the speaking and writing skills, how to improve that. Okay, and stay tuned with me tomorrow. Stay protected, stay safe. Goodbye.